In Gaza, the scars of war are now spilling into the Mediterranean Sea. As rebuilding plans take shape in early 2026, a controversial proposal to dump millions of tons of war debris into the sea is raising alarm among environmental experts and humanitarian agencies. What was meant to clear space for reconstruction is now emerging as a major ecological and health crisis. Here's a News9 live report. January 2026 marks a critical phase in Gaza's post-war recovery, but also a dangerous turning point for its environment. US-backed reconstruction proposal presented by Palestinian Administrator Ali Shat includes pushing vast quantities of war debris into the Mediterranean Sea as an initial step toward rebuilding Gaza within 3 years.
So there's a big process underway to also look at the total damage that have been occurring throughout Gaza. A process called the Rapid Damage Needs Assessment was jointly conducted by the United Nations, the World Bank and the European Union. And that figure in February 2025 came to about $53 billion for the reconstruction needs. This figure is now being updated. We are working on a number of initiatives to also do the physical damage assessment. And we anticipate that the figure will significantly increase also because of the increase in damages.
Satellite images and ground assessments reveal the scale of destruction. More than 61 million tons of rubble blanket the Gaza Strip. The remains of homes, hospitals, schools, and public infrastructure reduced to dust by months of conflict. This is not entirely new. In the past, rubble from destroyed buildings was used to build temporary jetties to allow humanitarian aid into Gaza. But experts warn the current situation is far more severe.
Waste management is a big challenge. People living under difficult situations where waste have gathered, it's unhealthy and it needs to be cleared as well. Water trucking is a very big need for the people. For instance, in Gaza City, one of their biggest needs are water. It is at the moment trucked to them because the infrastructure has been broken. But then also looking at the early phases of bringing the health system and the education system back to life will be very important.
With nearly 90% of Gaza's waste management systems destroyed, displaced residents and overwhelmed municipal teams are being forced to dump solid, industrial, and chemical waste directly into the sea. According to UN agencies, the rubble is highly toxic. An estimated 15% of the debris contains hazardous materials, including asbestos, industrial waste, heavy metals like lead and mercury from damaged solar panels, and unexploded ordnance. Even more troubling, the United Nations warns that human remains of thousands still lie buried beneath the rubble, making disposal not just an environmental issue, but a deeply sensitive humanitarian one. The United Nations Environment Programme says munitions and solid waste are already contaminating marine ecosystems, threatening fish stocks and the Mediterranean food chain. The crisis doesn't end with debris. With sewage treatment plants destroyed and fuel shortages crippling operations, around 130,000 cubic meters of raw sewage are being discharged into the Mediterranean every single day. By early 2026, 85% of Gaza's coastal waters are contaminated, with bacteria levels reaching 40 to 60 times above World Health Organization's safety limits in some areas. Environmental experts warn that what's happening off Gaza's coast could become a regional ecological disaster, affecting not just Palestinians, but neighboring Mediterranean countries as well. As Gaza struggles to rebuild from the ruins of war, the question remains: can reconstruction move forward without poisoning the sea that sustains millions? That report from News9 Live. The environmental cost of conflict is often invisible. But in Gaza, it's now washing up on the shores of the Mediterranean.